September Morn, A Tale of 9/11, Part 11 of 19. Even though the day was cool and the pace had been leisurely, the distance was a bit of a stretch for a 9-year-old. Maggie soldiered on, and the family rode without incident until they again returned to the fast, blind curve that went around Mount Trashmore. The landfill that had been Mount Trashmore was fenced in, and the fence was fairly close to the trail's edge when traveling southbound. Maggie still had point and was still riding closer to the trail's center than its edge when she made her sweeping left. Though she was skirting the middle of the trail, the ragtag group of opposite-bound bike riders that came flying around the turn filled both the northbound lane as well as much of the southbound. Presented with being struck by a group of teen riders or crashing into the fence, Maggie turned her bike toward the fence, which quickly caught her handlebar in its chain links, setting her sprawling. One of the boys screamed, "Look out!" as his pack ventured on, but none of the riders perceptibly slowed, let alone stopped. "Jesus Christ!" screamed Sidney to the fast-receding oblivious Neanderthals who had forced his daughter off the trail and caused a wreck. "Get the hell off the trail!" Ethel and Sidney stopped and thrust their bikes toward the chain-link fence and ran to their daughter. Upon snagging her handlebar, Maggie's bike had tumbled over and thrown her against the links before slamming her to the ground, where she now screamed as she lay awkwardly. "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!" Ethel recited. Maggie, are you all right?" Sidney rushed to his daughter's side and knelt beside her. Maggie, talk to us. Is anything broken?" Maggie's only answer was more screaming, but from behind them they heard, "Do you need some help? I'm a doctor," delivered in a perfectly enunciated but slightly sing-song voice. Sidney spun around, eyes wide and fists clenched. The thin, brown-skinned man standing before him wore a white helmet and shoes and was dressed in a green cycling jersey with matching shorts and gloves. "I saw what happened. It was terrible what those boys did, but as I said, I'm a doctor. May I look at your daughter?" Ethel's and Sidney's heads spun toward one another, and Ethel said, "Yes, her name is Margaret." "Okay, I'm Hata Tawil. I'm an ER doctor. Margaret, my name is Dr. Tawil. I want to see how badly you are injured, all right?" "Yes," she managed to say between gasps of pain. "My leg and wrist hurt a lot." "I don't doubt it. You hit the ground very, very hard. Mother, will you make sure no one else hits us while I am looking at your daughter?" he asked Ethel. "Yes, of course. My name is Ethel, and this is my husband, Sidney. We were almost back to our truck when this happened," she replied as she looked up from her daughter and monitored the trail for oncoming cyclists. "Pleased to meet you," Tawil intoned. "Let's see how Margaret is doing. Margaret, first I want to look at your eyes, and then I'm going to check your pulse. I know you hurt a lot right now, but what I want to make sure of is that we don't need to call an ambulance," he said, looking her in the eye and then gently taking her wrist while consulting his watch. "Okay, your heart is beating pretty fast, but it is strong and steady. I think we can take your helmet off so you'll be more comfortable," he said, unbuckling her bell and laid it on the grass. "Very smart of you to wear it. Now I'm going to check your legs to make sure they are not broken."